The 2026 midterms aren't just a battle of policies anymore. They're a battle of pixels, cloned voices, and lies that look real enough to vote for. A Texas Senate candidate this year was hit with an ad that shows him saying words he never actually spoke. A Georgia incumbent watched a fake version of himself confess to voting to shut down the government. And here's the nightmare: by the time you realize it's fake, the damage is already done. Today I'm breaking down 5 shocking ways AI is rigging the 2026 elections, and why your vote may already be under attack. Before we dive in, if you want to stay ahead of the machines, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel breaks down exactly how AI is rewriting our world, one video at a time. Here's what you need to understand. Deepfakes aren't a sci-fi threat anymore. They are cheap, they are fast, and they are already inside the most important campaign ads of the year. In March, Reuters documented political groups deploying realistic AI-generated ads in the Senate races, ads where candidates appear to say things they never said on camera. And this isn't some fringe experiment. It's a strategy. Political operatives now openly treat deepfakes as standard campaign content. So the question isn't whether AI will touch this election. The question is whether anyone can stop it before November. The first way AI is rigging elections? Fabricated confession ads. Here's the most chilling example. The National Republican Senatorial Committee released a video of Texas Senate candidate James Tallarico, except Tallarico never filmed it. The AI put his face on a body and made him appear to say, "Radicalized white men are the greatest domestic terrorist threat in our country." Those were his real words, pulled from social media posts he wrote years ago. So the ad is technically true, and completely fake at the same time. And where is the AI-generated label? Buried in easy-to-miss font in the corner of the screen. That's the new playbook: take real words, fake the delivery, and let voters assume they watched the candidate say it. The second way is the weaponization of trust, fake attacks so convincing they change minds. Remember the Georgia race? Republican Mike Collins ran a deepfake of Democrat Jon Ossoff appearing to say, "I just voted to keep the government shut down. They say it would hurt farmers, but I wouldn't know. I've only seen a farm on Instagram." It's absurd. It's also persuasive. Researchers at Purdue have studied thousands of these videos, and here's the terrifying finding: people genuinely struggle to tell deepfakes from reality, and the fakes shift their opinions. A peer-reviewed study found that disclosure labels barely help. By the time the victim campaign denies the video, the lie has already embedded itself in the voter's brain. This is exactly why I make these videos. Subscribe so you can spot the manipulation before it spots you. Way 3: the deepfake arms race between candidates themselves. This is where it gets wild. In the Texas Republican primary, Ken Paxton ran an ad with an AI-generated John Cornyn dancing with a Democratic congresswoman. Then Cornyn's campaign fired back with an AI ad showing Paxton driving a convertible with women labeled Mistress Number 1 and Mistress Number 2. Both sides called the other's ads lies. Both sides ran them anyway. That's the dangerous part: when fake becomes the default language of politics, nobody trusts anything, and the whole system collapses into noise. And who wins when voters can't believe their own eyes? The loudest liar. Way 4 is the one that should scare you the most: AI voice clones and robocalls aimed directly at voters. In the 2024 New Hampshire primary, a fake Joe Biden robocall told tens of thousands of voters not to bother showing up, and it worked. That was the warning shot. Now, the same cheap voice cloning tools are being pointed at the 2026 midterms. Imagine a fake call from your own governor telling you your polling place moved, or that your ballot is invalid. No big production. No Hollywood budget. Just a script, a cloned voice, and a phone list. The voter suppression writes itself, and there's no label, no disclosure, nothing to warn you. Finally, way 5, the total failure of the rules to keep up. Right now, there is no federal law regulating AI in political messaging. 28 states have passed some kind of law, but most just demand a disclosure label, and many only apply to campaigns, not to the millions of random accounts spreading fake clips. Research shows those labels barely stop the damage anyway. And in August 2026, members of Congress wrote to Meta demanding answers as deepfakes of midterm candidates circulated as routine campaign content. Meanwhile, the platforms have replaced professional fact-checkers with user-generated notes. Translation: the referees left the field, and the game is being played without rules. If this video opened your eyes, that's the goal. Subscribe, smash the bell, and share this with someone who thinks a deepfake could never fool them. So here's the bottom line. AI isn't just changing elections, it's changing whether you can trust anything you see during them. The technology to fake a candidate is now cheaper than a television ad. The defenses are patchwork, slow, and mostly voluntary. That doesn't mean democracy is doomed, it means you have to be the firewall. Check sources. Look for the label. Question the viral clip that confirms what you already believe. Because in 2026, the biggest threat to your vote isn't a hacked machine. It's a perfect lie wearing a familiar face. Stay sharp out there, and I'll see you in the next one.